Hello, good evening, and welcome to everybody that is joining me today. And if you're on the replay, also welcome too. It is gorgeous to have you here. And we've already got a couple of people straight in the chat, which is amazing and incredible. So thank you for being here on this beautiful live. The energy already feels absolutely wonderful. And I no doubt and I know that this is going to be absolutely beautiful for anyone that comes and joins us here. And it's going to be a great night. I can feel it. I really can. It's good. So, anyway, I hope you beautiful souls are gorgeous. It's great to see Julianne, Spiritual Alchemy Energy. Oh, hello again, beautiful soul. And Blackbird 5138. Thank you for being here, beautiful. I really appreciate you. If you are anybody else in the chat, come and say hello and let me know that you are here. And also, if you are watching on the replay, please just let me know that you're seeing this on the replay. And make sure you subscribe, because then you're going to get notified and told when I'm actually going to go live again in the future, which is absolutely brilliant. So tonight we're doing some intuitive energy readings, and we're also going to do some psychic medium stuff. Okay. And I am open to anybody who wants to come through. So hello, Sarah from Denmark. I had a dream about you after the last live. You told me I was a medical medium. Oh, Sarah, I love that. That is gorgeous. Do you know how many people actually dream about me? I get quite a few. I get quite a few messages from people, just like, you was in my dream. Do you remember what you told me? Someone messaged me. I was like, no, I didn't know I was in your dream. And no doubt we're going to get loads and loads of orbs, because I've just seen one just literally fall down there. If you'd like to like the live, that would be brilliant. If you want to share it with anyone, that would be absolutely incredible. And then Katie has made it. She set her alarm because she was busy with university work. So it's awesome and incredible and amazing, which is really good. So yeah, just share it with anybody that you kind of think that is popping into your head that you're like, do you know what? I think it would be really lovely for that person to be here tonight. It would be gorgeous. It really would. And hey, Kaja Versta 1251. Hello, you've come back and I love it. Thank you for returning week in, week out, guys. Honestly, it's beautiful. It's like this is our Wednesday night thing, right? Or our Wednesday thing, which is good, you know, and I'm sure it'll pop in everyone's calendar. It'll be good. So just a couple of things from me, usual housekeeping stuff that I always say. So I don't do anything medical. I don't do anything to do with pregnancy. And these readings are for entertainment only. And if I provide you with guidance, please, please, please use your own discernment. Okay. I'm only giving you what I am reading in your soul blueprint. So, you know, if I say something and you feel it in your soul that that is true, then follow that guidance. Okay. But if ultimately your life is yours and it's what you do with it. Okay. All right. But I'm just here just to try and help you. So, you know, if you are wanting an intuitive reading, please pop it in the chat here. And if you are wanting to hear from anyone that is a psychic, you know, that you want to hear from, like, there's another orb just gone past there. If you want to hear from like a grandma or a granddad, an auntie, an uncle, or someone that has crossed over, I would love to connect you with that person here tonight. And I love how you guys are chatting. So Blackbird says, oh, I met the 34-year-old part, instant to say the least. Yes, I saw your comment on one of my posts. That's gorgeous. I really feel that's going to be incredibly healing for you, Blackbird 5138. Do you know that? I really, when I sort of read into energy there a little bit for you, I really felt like this was connected to with your illness and stuff. And you would really make some massive, huge breakthroughs. I kind of felt that just in the, I was just like, this is going to really help you understand some tiredness, some kind of like some aches and some pains and stuff that's going on in your body. And that's where parts work is absolutely phenomenal, incredible. So definitely that 34-year-old part has shown up for a reason. And then Sarah said, yes, it was so cool. And I actually did it in the dream afterwards. I was surprised myself. Woohoo, Sarah, maybe it has unlocked something deep inside of you. You never know. I mean, I do truly believe that all of us, you know, we can communicate with spirit on some level. You know, we are all intuitive. It just depends kind of like how much you've healed different parts of you, you know, and the different things that you've done, so to speak, you know, so it's entirely possible. Who knows? Okay. And Kaja Joja, what can I call you? Is it Kaja? Can I call you that? You would absolutely love a reading. What did I do for you last time, lovely? Because I got to be honest, sometimes I don't remember what I do one week to the next. So did I do an intuitive for you, or did I do psychic medium? And if anybody else is here in the chat that really would also love something, then just please pop it in the messages here and we'll see what it is. Weekly alarm set for 8:55. Yes, beautiful, awesome, amazing, and incredible. Mine set for 8:50. I was just reading a lovely book, really, really nice book. So really enjoying it. And then Sarah says, it did before falling asleep. After life, I got in touch with my inner teenager. Yes, I picked that up last week, didn't I, Sarah? I think it was Sunday. Yeah, I really felt into that for you with your inner teen, because it kind of felt like the whole like can't be asked sort of attitude was coming through from her, and the Debbie Downer, I think I kind of picked up for you. I think you said that as well, Sarah, to be honest, and I will always say, like, when we are in that kind of like, you just can't be bothered with life energy, and or you can sometimes do something very impulsive, that can honestly be your inner team that is coming through. Really, truly, it can. Um, Hello, TSDFB1. Evening, lovely souls. You've got gorgeous energy. And I love the yin yang there, which is absolutely gorgeous. And just seeing those orbs flying by there. Okay. So what is it you would love? TSDFBS1. And you would, regarding your home situation, did an inner bar child, but yes, I remember that. And then Blackbird 5138, meeting her explains a few things about what has been happening. Not going to say much because of public forum, but remembering things. Oh, beautiful. And like I say, guys, thank you for that reminder there, Blackburn 5v8. Okay. So this is a public forum, and remember that anybody can watch these lives back. So, if there is anything confidential, please just obviously use your discernment there. All right. And Julianne, Spirit Alchemy, says me, please. And yes, you did. And I wrote a song 2 days ago about Debbie Downer. She needed to be heard. Oh, how beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You would love a reading regarding my health. I don't do anything to do with medical, to be honest, Kaja. I try and stay away from that, my darling. Okay, so I don't do anything medical or health related. Happy to help you in any other area, but I also don't do anything to do with like kind of pregnancy either as well. It's just not something that I'm comfortable with, if I'm honest. But anything else, I'm happy to do with especially in terms of like kind of supporting you. Hey, Jazzy Bella 87 M3N, great to see you. Thank you for being here. So I'm quite drawn to you, TSDF B1Z. Hello, Michelle's Medicine. What is it that you would absolutely love? And just let me know whether you want like a psychic medium or you want kind of like an intuitive reading. Also, I think it's every 30 seconds comments are set to, I believe. I'm pretty sure that's what I set it to. So if you are waiting to put a comment, it's about 30 seconds, and it just stops people spamming, to be honest with you. Okay. In case anyone came in and started really spamming stuff, it slows everything down, which is really nice. So yes, and then Michelle's Medicine has just put that. Any guidance then, please, if possible. And you would love a reading, Jazzy Bella 87, on a little intuitive, since we're so good last time. Okay, cool, awesome, wicked. Let's see what we've got. Definitely going to chug into TSDFB1Z, definitely. And then let's see if Jazzabella and maybe Kaja again. Okay, but we'll see where we go with that, if that's all right. Okay, so what I do here, just so you guys know, if you're brand new, okay, is I always pin the messages, and then I tune into whatever I'm getting, and I give you everything that I'm possibly seeing. And then if you guys can actually also put that in the chat, that's absolutely amazing. That really helps me, if you are seeing the things that you're seeing, so to speak. Okay, so let's see what we've got there. And we've got coffee tonight, which is really good, which is really lovely. So let's have a look. So TSDF-B1Z, as I tune into you, what do I pick up intuitively? Needing to make a decision on something. And I want to say, aim high, but remember to take the ladder one rung at a time. I really, really feel that. Okay. And there's just an orb literally just flew right there for you. And if you are seeing the orbs on the screen, by the way, okay, I do believe that is spirit. I do believe that that is other people that are around us. So, and as you're seeing these orbs, and if I am giving you a reading, it can be an orb for you as well, guys. Okay. But this is just showing us that actually spirit is around us today, and they're making their presence felt, which is gorgeous. So yes, I really feel the, yeah, so let me go a bit deeper in that, okay? So we have to remember that sometimes we only see the next thing, the next path. And what they're showing me, though, is rather than being tentative with something for you, TSDF, to go for it. Literally go for what it is that you want to achieve and what you want to do in life, and know that the universe will totally support you and will totally back you in every single way. But I kind of feel with you, like there's still a little bit of you looking back at the past. There's still, but what I want to say is, like, sometimes we have to close the door to the past. Does that resonate with you? Because that's what they're showing me. Okay. And it feels like it needs to be a situation of going, okay, yes, I understand where I've been, but I'm actually wanting to aim high and I'm wanting to move forward, because they're really showing me like that, like don't be afraid to reach for the stars, because I can hear that in my head. I've got like Reach for the Stars by Seven, the song coming through here. And Blackbird's put, just heard Queens, I Want to Break Free, Claire Ordently could be for someone. That's beautiful, Blackbird 5138. Thank you for sharing that here in the chat. Okay. But yes, just with UTSDF, okay. I've got that sense of like, don't let other things dissuade you, okay? Because it's like what I'm getting for you is the need to actually keep your eye on the prize, keep your eye on the goal, and keep striving forward. And don't let anybody kind of like dissuade you. I really feel that in your energy. And don't take anybody else's opinion. Like, one of the things that happens in the universe, and I really feel this for you, is like when you keep your eye on the goal and you're focused on something so intently, know that it is going to happen. But kind of like what I feel like is like putting on like some earbuds or something for you. Does that resonate with you? Okay. Because I really kind of feel like it's about ignoring what other people are saying and you going in the direction that you want to do. But one of the things that I feel like you're very aware of is you'll listen to other people's opinions, you'll listen to what other people say. And I want to say though that hello Andrea, hey beautiful girl, thank you for joining me here. Okay, but the longer that we kind of like entertain that, the more that that can kind of put you off kilter. And I feel that's happened for you before. Like, I feel like you've really had your eyes set on something, you've had your goal, and then someone's gone, oh, I wouldn't do that if I was you. And I don't know if this makes any sense to you at all. Okay, but I feel like it's about also looking. Yes, I defo think I should do what I want and know what us right for me, not all others. Yes, beautiful. Okay. I'm really glad you resonate with that. All right. And if you are on the replay watching this, okay, please just put it in the comments. Okay. It's just really nice to see that you're here. And it sort of helps me understand who's here as well. Okay. But yeah, I really feel like the whole make sure you've got the right people around you as well. Can you take that? So you want to have the people around you that are actually for you, okay? That, want to support you, want to see you get really far in this world. And I don't know why, but I feel like maybe there's one or two people that maybe aren't in your best interest. I can kind of feel them, but I feel like maybe these are people that have been in your reality for like quite a bit of time. Does that make sense with you at all? Because just kind of tapping into your energy a little bit more, it kind of feels like, you've had people, and it's like maybe sometimes you're afraid to let people go. But I feel like you found me here today because, yes, Kel, brilliant, because I feel like I want to just remind you from something, okay? Whenever we let people go, it doesn't mean it's a bad thing, and it doesn't mean those people are bad, okay? All right? What it means is that sometimes we really need to understand that letting people go can help them, and it can also help us. Because when we think about the level of consciousness, okay, as we rise, either people come with us or they completely fall away. But if we are people that are kind of like a little bit codependent, and we don't want to lose those people because, there's that whole childhood kind of thing, so to speak, all right? But what I'm really feeling for you is this need to just go, okay, I trust that soul, I trust that source will bring the right people to me at the right time. But I really feel like there's one or two people that maybe don't have your best interest at heart. And I feel like those people, and you're like, oh, Kel, do you have to? Kel, do you have to? I feel like if I was having a coffee with you, you'd be like, yes, Kel. Yeah, I know, Kel. I know. Okay. And I just feel like Spirit are using this opportunity here to just say to you, okay, we can see where we want to go. And what I'm hearing is like, we really want to support you. We really want you to get where it is that you want to go. And we are with you. Um, and also, I just want to say, like, I feel I've been woken up. It's happening, whether I'm ready or not, Kel. Yes, definitely. Okay, I truly agree with that. Okay, but what they're showing me is this need to let people go. Okay, and understand that the places that you're going, again, it doesn't mean these people aren't amazing and incredible. Okay, it just means they're not with you for the next stage. Okay, and a load of you will find that, because what happens is when you're on a spiritual awakening, people start to fall away from you, and you're just like, you think it's something that you've done, but it's not. It's because the universe has to clear everything out the way first to allow everything to come in for you. And that's what I feel for you is coming through in this energy today. Okay. So, and it's also, again, they're just saying to you here, okay, there's no need to keep looking back. All right. I really feel this is a pushing forward reading for you today intuitively. This is like a, can I give you an honest opinion? Okay. This is a shove, TSDF. Okay. All right. You're getting this. Okay. You're getting shoved today. Okay. Into the place that you need to go. And I do feel like they shout at you. Okay. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I feel like they shout at you. Okay. Has anyone had that experience in the chat here? Okay. Does anyone get nagged like intuitively? Like my guides, I know this is true for you, Blackbird 5138, and I wonder if this is true for you, Sarah, as well. And I know it happens to Katie. Okay, all right. But do any of you actually ever get like nagged by spirit? And it's like, go and do that thing now. Go and do that thing. And I'm like, no. And then they all the time, there's Michelle. Okay, all right. And I'm like, no, but they don't stop. See, Julie's got nagged. Okay, all right. But they don't stop until you've done it. And then I do it, and then I kind of hear like a giggling and a laughing. Okay. And I'm like, all right. Okay. And it's like, I've got, this is my ideas journal here, okay? And I'll write stuff in, and then all of a sudden they'll be like, pick it up, have a look at what you wrote on the 16th of August. And I'm like, what did I write? And they're like, look at entry 3. And I'm like, okay, yeah. And it's just like I'll be doing something, then all of a sudden, like something's got to happen. Okay. So I feel that that's what's happening for you, TSDF, is that they're going to keep in your ear. And it's almost like what they're showing me is we're going to be that little flea in your ear. Okay. We're going to be talking to you on a regular basis. And the last thing I want to give you before I finish with you is understanding the different download types. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you know this, okay, but when you get downloads in different ears, they can mean different things, okay? So when you get this is just my interpretation. I'm not saying it's definitely true, okay, but this is my interpretation, all right? So when you get a download in the right, okay, there's something you need to do. Okay, so this is my right hand side, even if it's mirrored to you. Okay, so when you get a ringing in your right ear, okay, that is there's something you've got to do now. Okay, so there's something incoming that you need to do, that you need to take action on. So that's a sign that it's about looking around. Is there anything popping out to you at social media? Have you seen any photos? Is there anything that's in your periphery? Because it's kind of like a take note, there is something coming shortly for you. Okay. And then when your ear rings in your left ear, it's you sending a signal up to source to say, I'm ready for the next thing, or this is a little update for you. I call it an upload. Okay. So for me, your right side, when it rings in your ear, get that ear ringing. Okay. It's a download. And then your left ear ringing. Okay. Is you are uploading, going, I'm just sending you a little update of where I'm at. Okay. And I don't know if that resonates with anybody, but I just wanted to share it here because I feel like that's what's true for you as well there, DSDF. Okay. Anyway, I kind of hope that helps you because you're going to be dragged kicking and screaming up that ladder. And just remember, like, you don't have to keep, going loads and loads, just one step at a time. Because I'm hearing the Jordan Sparks song coming through my head very, very clearly for you today. Okay. It's the Jordan Sparks song. Okay. And it is the one step at a time. And I can hear it so clearly in my head for you. So that's yours, beautiful girl. Totally bang on. Beautiful. Let us know how you get on. Okay. And if you need any help or support or whatever, that's just what this community is here for. Okay. And Sarah says, for me, it's right side is physical happening and left side is message coming in. Oh, okay, cool. All right, no worries. I'm just sharing, my kind of like understanding on what that is there. But anyway, that is a beautiful little message for you. And I would really, really love to kind of like hear what is going to happen in the future for you. All right. That's yours, TSDF-B1Z. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. And I kind of hope that's given you like a bit of a spring in your step, because that's the whole point of me doing these, is like, these are a bit of insight for you. They're a bit of clarity. They really help you. Amazing as always. Thank you. Oh, you're more than welcome, my darling. Honestly, seriously. So that's yours. Okay. So we've got one of my guides is very vocal, and higher self can be loud too. I know. Tell me about it. Back by 5138. Hey. And Sarah says, I love the different ways it also helps to share with others. That's not always the same way. Yeah, definitely. And like I say here, we've got a really gorgeous community of people, and it's almost like a soul family building, and I can feel that. And they've shown me amazing things here that are going to happen on YouTube going forward, so you guys are part of like the founding people, and I know that, you being here is also helping your consciousness level uprise. I do believe so, because when we come in together in this shared energy on this live, you're accessing higher levels of consciousness. Okay. So like Sarah, you had that dream, didn't you, with the medical medium? had you not have been here, maybe that wouldn't have actually happened, so to speak. But it's kind of like you'll get messages from what you're listening to with other people, and they can resonate with you, so to speak, you know. But you guys all being together, it's like this is why all the orbs happen and stuff, because it's all about the spiritual energy, and I can just feel everything coming around. So it's absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. So there we go. Nice one there. So who else do we have here? We've got 10 people. Thank you for the 3 thumbs up. That's really good. That helps get me sort of like more out there, which is great. We've got Jazzy Bella 87-M3N. What did you want? True, I trust your guidance. Thank you, Sarah. I really appreciate that. What did you want there, Jazzy Bella? You've just gone hello. Did you say what it was that you wanted? You would just love a reading. You didn't say anything specifically. So you want me just to tune in and see what's there. Let's see. Hello. Hello, Nella. How are you, beautiful girl? You've come back. I can't be doing bad if you all come back week in week, can I? Hey, all right. I've got to be doing something right. Okay. And yes, powerful energy together. Definitely, Katie. So yeah, Chazzy Bella 87M3N. Let's see what comes for you. Is it okay to I could have added you as a moderator then. I nearly clicked and added you as a moderator. Oh God, that's easy to do, isn't it? Hey, if I need moderators in the future, you know, I know how to do it now. Maybe I was meant to see that. I nearly did. I nearly clicked you and put you as a moderator rather than read for you. And Sarah put, I love being here. Normally I'm doing things alone, so it feels nice to be here. Oh, how beautiful. How beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And Sarah, like, it's gorgeous that you're here. You know, honestly, I'm so grateful. I don't know how I showed up for you, but, you know, thank you for being here week in, week out. And Julie's put, I would love for any family to come through or glean at a friend. Oh, Julie, stay with me, definitely. Psychic reading on my love life. What's coming in? You're single. Okay. Nice coffee. Lovely. Good old Lidl. Right. Intuitively, what's coming in the single realm for you? It's not time yet, but it's coming closer. And I hear a get ready. Okay. And I feel like you can feel, I feel like you're one of those people that you can feel it in your waters and you can feel that something's come. But here's what I get for you. I feel like you dip in and you dip out. Okay. I feel like you are, yes, I really want to be with somebody. Okay. And then I kind of feel like you're like, no, I don't want to do that. And I, because what they're showing me is kind of like a back and a forth. Okay. And I what I want to say to you is it's like, let's get really clear on what it is that you want. But it does feel like there is that, like they're just showing me like it's like you're like forward and then you're kind of back and then you're forward and then you're back. And what I kind of feel like I'm guided with you with is going, okay, so why? Okay. Do you know anything about parts work at all? Because I really feel like there is a part of you that really wants to move forward, wants to be secure. Okay. And then there's another part of you that is like, whoa, hold on a minute. I want to just protect you from whatever could possibly happen. I don't know if that resonates with you at all, but they're really kind of showing me that needing to kind of hold the line. But I also, I don't know if this makes sense at all, okay, but I feel like you had like a previous not too great experience, okay? And I feel like what I've got for you is this, okay? I want you to remember that you've done a lot of healing, that you've done a lot of work since your last relationship, so to speak, so that since your last connection. And I feel like you've really taken the time to actually understand you. Does that make sense to you? Because I really feel like whatever happened last time, you went, oh my God, I need to really sort myself out. I need to understand myself. And I'm not going to do that again. And I kind of feel that in the energy for you because wondering if past was coming back. Yes, I've been healing. And I want to say this, okay? Past is past for a reason. Do I feel that person may come back? I do feel they might come back, but I want to say from a, is it going to be a good thing? It could be, but do you know what I truly hear there? Okay. I kind of feel like past is past for a reason. And I get, honestly, I get like you're worth so much more. Nello, I'll read yours in a minute, my darling. Okay. Sorry, I haven't. I'm just reading for this lady here, but I'll come to you in a minute, Nello, and I'll read what everyone's saying here, which is great. Okay. But yeah, I kind of feel like, but you deserve so much more. And I really feel like you've been going through your childhood trauma. I feel like you've also worked on your father wound. They're just showing me that. They're just showing me the father, and you've worked on your father wound. You've worked on trust. You've worked on safety. You've worked on connection. And you've kind of like, yeah, you've really taken some time. And I feel like you've done lots of journaling, but you really are getting to grips with things. And what I want to say is, I don't want to see you go back to where you were before in terms of the past. Now, I'm not saying that that person can't come back in your life, because they can, but I want you to remember that you've set a precedent for where you are. Okay. And if that person's going to come back from the past, they have to meet you at your new level. So when we do go back to people that have been in our past, quite often what happens is people can come back because there's still lessons to teach each other. And I kind of feel like there will be somebody returning from the past to you. But what I'm hearing for you is for you to absolutely remember who you are now, Jazzy Bella. Okay. And I really want you to know that, because I feel like what they're giving me for you is your worth. Know your worth, know your value, but also get very clear on going, but do I want that? Do I want to call that kind of like that person back into my life, so to speak, because I genuinely, honestly, like, I feel like you deserve more. I feel like you deserve better. And I feel what they're saying to me is it's like a fresh start. And they're also giving me the song Still Waters by the Bee Gees. And I don't know if you can take this, but it feels like that person from the past hasn't really done a lot of changing, a lot of growing, and a lot of moving. And I feel like, though, that there's that part of you that's just like, because this is what I'm seeing, and I feel like this is one area just to have a look at here. Okay, all right. So, is there someone new? Yeah, because I kind of, well, you see, what I'm saying here is it's kind of like it's in your hands, because they're just giving me that. They've just given me Nelly Furtado's song. It's in your hands. Okay. By the way, I'm somebody that uses a lot of lyrics as a medium. So I get a lot of clairaudience come through, and I get different tracks in my head come through which are relevant to you. Okay. So the first song I heard was Still Waters by Bee Gees, and that means kind of like treading water. Okay. So you are in still waters, you're treading water. Okay. And then the next question you asked was, in God's hands. Okay. So I really feel like it's up to you. Okay. But I want to guide you towards calling in a new energy. But at the same point, I do feel that there's maybe unfinished business, okay, between you and this person of the past. Okay. Where would I meet someone new? It doesn't matter. It's not for you to make that situation happen, so to speak. Okay. The part that we have to do with the universe is we have to get very clear, because we have to understand, all of us here, and I know you all know this. Okay. But free jukebox for Kel, yes, definitely. Okay. But we are all creators of our reality. So whatever is going on in the 3D world, is you're creating that. Okay. So when you're saying, like, I want to meet someone new, that's about you going, I'm going to put all my eggs in my basket, and I'm going to go for someone new. Because the biggest bit of this message for you is for you to go, but look how much you've grown. Look how much you've changed. Look how much you've healed. Because you're holding on to that. I know you are. I know you're holding on to someone from the past coming back. But as much as you might want that person from the past to come back, I don't feel that person's moved. I don't feel that. I've got to be honest here. I don't feel that person's moved. I don't feel that person's changed. And I want to say that that would be a massive shame for you, because that person would only be coming back to try and pull you back down. Okay. But what I really feel is like there would be someone new coming in for you, but maybe you've just got to kind of like close doors and, tie up loose ends, so to speak. I really, I've got to be honest with you. I really feel that that past person, I don't think that they've done any, it doesn't feel like there's any movement. I don't know if anyone else can pick up on that, but I don't, I kind of feel like there's no movement, there's no change. They haven't done any healing compared to what it is that you've done. But what's also happening for you is your inner child is sat there going, yeah, but it'd be lovely if they came back. Wouldn't it be nice? Because what happens is our inner child is the part of us that reminisces on the past. And I know so many of you know this, but if you've been in a really toxic relationship or you've been in a relationship that hasn't been the best, what happens is your inner child puts on rose tinted glasses, okay? And your inner child looks back and goes, well, it wasn't that bad. And I did this when I was in a really, abusive kind of relationship with somebody, and my inner child was looking back from that, and you were together 20 years, brilliant, okay, but I don't feel like there's any movement, okay. And again, obviously this is just guidance for you, it's not literal, but I'm picking up this, like, understand your value. Like, can you feel this? Put your hand on your heart. Can you feel how much healing you've done? And you've really worked on your father wound, like you've really worked on your self-worth and your self-value. And I feel for you this real sense of, like, take a look at how far you've come, beautiful. Hello, Marit T1C. Hello, beautiful. You've got gorgeous energy. Welcome to this chat here. Same here, was reading for clients yesterday and had music come through. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it gorgeous? Okay. But yeah, that's what I've got for you there, my darling. Okay. Like, if you are going to, meet up with that person that you were together with for 20 years ago, come at it, take your rose tinted glasses off. So say to your inner child, please stand back from me. Okay. Please let me see if that person has healed, has changed, has grown. I personally am not picking up there's been any movement or any change. But again, it's entirely up to you, for want of a better word. But I would love you to welcome in someone that could meet you at the level that you are. Okay. Because you're going to keep growing. And I want to say like this, okay? Don't let anyone dim your sparkle, Jazzy Bella. Because I feel like you got in a rut, okay? I feel like you kind of lost yourself. And what you've done is you've gone on this massive journey of exploration, okay? And you found who you are. But it's like you lost yourself. You were just in like this normal connection. But the thing is, you're on a spiritual healing journey for a reason. And I just don't feel like that person has shifted, changed, and moved. So just remember that, okay? All right. Because I really want to give you that. All right. I'm going to end that there for you, my darling, because I kind of feel like that's what my guides have wanted to give you. Okay. But just final words here. Okay. Remember how far you've come. Remember how much you've healed, and don't let anyone dim your sparkle. Don't let anyone dim your light. Okay. And remember your worth. All right. It's the biggest thing ever. All right. Don't go taking someone back just because your inner child wants them back. Okay. Only go back if you really can see that that person has done as much work as you. Please hold that dear in your heart, okay? Only return if that person has done as much healing as you have, and let them show you. Don't ask them, let them show you how much they have changed. And if they've been in therapy, what healing they have done. That's always worth bearing in mind for anyone returning to a connection. Always ask them. They should actually be able to prove and show you how much they've grown and changed. Because remember, if you're going up the consciousness scale, that person you're dragging up with you, or has that person come back in your life to pull you back down, and you just sit at that level there. Anyway, that's yours, Jessie Bella. I really hope that helps you. Thank you for being here, gorgeous. And yeah, let us know how it goes. All right. But like I say, do remember your worth. Do remember your value, beautiful soul, because you really, really do. You're a beautiful girl. You're a beautiful, beautiful soul. And I really hope that helps you. All right. And I was meant to come to you and you to possibly guide. Ah, beautiful. Of course. Anyone who is finding, me here today, it is for a reason. I promise you, and that's why we've got like a really, really beautiful group of souls here. So anyone finding yourself in here today, this is a beautiful family of people. We meet every single Wednesday at this time, and this will be ongoing. I know that it will be every Wednesday going forward, and there may be other ones as we start to come into winter. I was live on Sunday. I can't do this Sunday, unfortunately, because I've got a guy in Hawaii that I'm working with. But but I'll definitely be live again next Wednesday. Then we'll see what we're going to be like going forward. Anyway, let me just read what Nella said there, because I know you were all congratulating her. Nella said, I am very good. By the way, I have listened to you last time, and in one day I got a job interview where they actually asked about better position and I applied. It was a difficult interview, but came so fast. Oh, Nella, congratulations if you're still on the chat, my love. Congratulations. That's brilliant. And I love that I could give you that reading and that you could just move so fast, because I kind of felt you let go when I was giving you that reading, that you did let go of, what you were holding on to. And that's where we kind of had that chat, wasn't it? I'm just remembering when we're like, when you say no, you don't want that, and you go, no, next, please. Sarah, this is true for you. Okay. All right. So when we get something given to us as a suggestion, it's for us to go, no, that's not quite right. Could you send me the right job? Or no, that partner isn't quite right, or that person isn't quite right. Okay. If you talk to Katie, she skips past people. Okay. I've given her 3 men this year that I've described, and I actually get to see Katie's future partners. Okay, they get seen in my head. I get their names. I know what jobs they're doing. I know where they live. And then what happens is Katie timeline jumps, and then these men are gone. She's run out now in North Wales. She's heading Manchester way in Chester. I know, Katie, you won't want me saying that. Okay. Oh dear, 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 dear. Oh dear. But yeah, that's just one of those things. I skip a jump past them. She's fixed the next one. I tell you what, he's still locked in. Okay. Oh, I did a reading for her, and oh, he's gorgeous. Her new man is absolutely. If I was going that way, I'd grab him off Katie. I would, honestly. And Michelle's put, oh, it's so true. Michelle put, Sarah, I realize part of my purpose here is as a mirror to others. I inspire some and trigger others. All is medicine given with the best intentions. That's beautiful. That is truly, honestly, very, very true. Definitely. Let me just open the door. It's a little bit warm in here. Oh dear. Sorry, it's got a little bit warm, and I'm in a jumper as well. I've been in a t-shirt for ages. The best advice, next please, let's see. Yes, definitely 100% true. So who else do we have here? So let's do Marit TCTY1C. Can I just call you Ma? Is that okay? Or if you have a name, please let me know in the chat. But let me know if you're open to something, because I have a lovely, gorgeous older woman around you, but I want to know if you want an older lady, because she's beautiful coming through to you. There's an orb just thrown through the screen there. So just let me know in the chat if you really would like, because I've got a really gorgeous connection for you, or if you would prefer something kind of like, intuitive, let me know. And Sarah has put, Katie, how exciting. Yes, definitely. Oh, he is yummy. He's gorgeous. Got 2 children. It comes through to me so clearly what I get for people, honestly. Like, I do sessions with people, I do hours with people, and the things I see are incredible. I've helped some people in business, and it's just amazing. And I absolutely love working with people, like, time and time again. So I love it when I work with somebody and they come back 6 months later. And so many of my clients are returning clients. Like, most of my clients at the moment are returning. They're people that have worked with me over the last couple of 3 years, and they're just like, Kel, I need just an update. I need a pep talk or something. Anyway, Marit has said thumbs up. Brilliant. Let's read the energy here for you. Bestow. So I have an older lady's energy around you, and it's very warm, it's very succulent, and it is very contained. And the lady that I want to bring through to you feels kind of like older in energy, older in vibration. And I feel like she's an old hat, so to speak, at what would be coming through. So I feel like maybe you've heard from her in the past, okay? But I really feel very soft in my face, okay? I feel like rosy cheeks or a nice blush, okay? And I feel like very, very kind eyes are coming through to you, okay? I feel very close to you in this connection. And I want to say, like, you've got a lovely softness about you too, Marit. Do you know that? It feels like you're a very kind-hearted, genuine person, and you always want the best for people. And I feel like you're one of those people that you would give the shirt off your back for absolutely anybody. Okay. And this lady coming through to you today, I really feel like you would understand, like, it's a lovely, wonderful smell of like kind of talc, or like, not so, yes, it's talc, but it's like she always smelt really lovely, like kind of like rose petals type thing, okay? And I feel like you would understand a couple of more things about her. What I'm seeing there is, it's like, what is it called? Petit pois, okay? So I'm just seeing like this glass bowl, and I'm seeing that there's loads of like, that kind of stuff, like, the little dried flowers and whatever. My mother's mother has come through before, beautiful, okay? Hello, Crystal Star 351. Hello, my darling. Please stay with me. Gorgeous to see you back. Thank you ever so much. Okay. But yes, just with this woman coming through, there really is that sense of home and of sweetness and of light. And I feel like I'm connecting with you just to remind you that the world is how you see it and how you portray it. And I feel like for you, Marit, what I'm picking up here is when you see things in the news or you hear of things, you feel a deep sadness in your soul. Okay. And I feel like you really are touched by some situations. Um, and what I'm picking up from this woman coming through is she was an astute lady. Okay. So, yes, she had the absolute heart of gold and she would help people. But at the same time, she was also able to have great discernment and know if someone was trying to pull her leg or not. Okay. They're also giving me like loads of soaps for her. And I feel like her bathroom was like always wonderful. There was always like fresh towels. It was always very nice and clean. I feel like you would understand like some kind of like hand or soap pump or something. They're just showing me as well there. Okay. Hello, Stephanie Fene Brown, new here. Oh, brilliant. Make sure you subscribe, lovely. You found your way here for a reason. I totally promise you. Okay. Any of you that find your way here, whether you're on the replay, whether you're with me live tonight, okay, you are drawn here for a reason. I have popped up for you because Spirit are trying to get hold of you. They want to give you a message and they're using me as your vessel here today. Okay. But just going back to you there, Marit. Okay. Yeah, I really just feel with this wonderful lady, this sense of just ease, this sense of grace. And she's coming through today to you to remind you that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Okay. And I feel like she just wants to remind you to make sure that you rest. And this energy's age is so soft and beautiful. Yeah. Katie, I thought you were picking up on that. Probably Blackbird 5138. Are you picking up on this energy as well? And I kind of feel like Michelle's medicine, you're probably picking up on this energy's lady as well. Okay. Because it, again, it just feels like there's no need to rush, Marit. Okay. I really strongly am feeling that. And everything is happening exactly as it needs to. Hello, Meg. Hello, beautiful. Meg's just come to say hello to you. So when Meg comes, Meg's my border collie, by the way. Okay, when she comes up, it means that the person, the spirit that surrounds me, absolutely love animals. Can I just say to you, Marit, I'm bringing in like a beautiful, gorgeous cat. I've got lots of cats with this lady here. Um, and I want to say specifically, I've got a white cat that's got like a ginger streak in it, and I've also got like a lovely grey cat as well. And I feel like I can see family photos of old, and I feel like she was always smiling. She always had really twinkly, gorgeous eyes. She always looked really beautiful as well. Okay. She really did. And, you would never see her looking shabby. Even towards the end when she was getting old, she never looked shabby. And I feel like you'll understand it's like she had 5 or 6 outfits and she would always rotate them, but it's like she didn't have like a lot. But what she's saying to you is it's the kindness in your heart. And you do, and you genuinely are. You care about so many people, and this world needs more of you. Okay, so you keep doing what it is you're doing. Can I also say to you, it feels like some kind of community project. Do you do anything in the community? Do you outreach? Because for some reason I don't know why, but she died when I was 7 years old. Oh, bless you, my darling. Okay, it's funny how she's come through, but she comes through with kind of like this community type vibe for you. Okay, because I feel like your own softness, that's why you've drawn her to you, because she's a lovely, wonderful, feminine, soft energy. Okay. Yardley soap. Thank you, Blackbird 5138. Really great call on that. Um, but yeah, so she's showing me this need to kind of like be community, okay, and be with people and help people and support people. And I strongly feel that it's almost like your energy is calling people towards you. But I kind of feel like I can see you like almost, I don't know if cooking sits with you at all or any baking or whatever, but I feel like, or even arts and crafts or something. I try to get started when it comes to Help Beautiful. But can I just give this to you? And I feel like, well, this is why you found me. Like, I don't know if there's a community center with you or there's something you can hire, but I kind of feel like something needs to be started in your area for children. Okay, I don't know if that resonates with you, but they're showing me kind of children that are like, I feel like Katie, you're reading this energy as well, okay? But I really feel like children kind of like five, well, sort of six, seven, eight, nine, okay? And I feel like it's, and I don't know whether you I don't know whether you do like any crochet or knitting or anything at all, but I really feel like teaching some of the older skills. You are a teacher, beautiful. Okay, great. I didn't know if you were a teacher, and you just said I'm a teacher. I love that. Okay, all right. But I really feel like that age needs you. Okay. But I don't know what kind of like time you've got on your hands. But the one thing I am hearing for you is remember, it doesn't all have to be you. And what this lady's come to say to you is many hands make light work. Is that a saying? She just said to me, remember, dear, she says this, by the way, remember, dear, many hands make light work, something like that. Okay. All right. So, but I feel like a group of you coming together, but I feel like you understand, like in the area that you live, there isn't a lot out there for kind of like, 5, 6, 7, 8 year olds. Um, and I kind of feel like maybe you know somebody who could teach some crochet, but I really feel like this is about life skills, okay? Because as as a teacher at school, you're taught all the academic stuff. Now, when I went to school and probably went Blackbird 513A, we used to have home economics. I don't know if it's the same in Denmark, Sarah, but we used to get taught cooking and we used to get taught sewing, and we used to have like DT, design technology. I did. So you used to get taught a little bit of carpentry and stuff and things like that. But in this day and age, those skills which are fundamental to our children, they're missing. And I kind of feel like you're the person to yeah, she's a very sweet, strong lady, but she's trying to motivate you to put something together. But she's saying, remembering it doesn't all have to be you. Okay, soap, largely soap, she means, I think, okay, rather than soup, okay. But it doesn't all have to be you. But I feel like it's for you to kind of pull some kind of community thing together. And of course, obviously, I hate to say this, but we are coming towards Christmas, It just seems like when the clock strikes the 1st of September, Christmas is here. It's almost like when it's the 1st of September, everyone's like, it's fall, it's autumn. Okay, unless you're in New Zealand or you're over in Australia, it's coming into your spring, yeah, that is, yeah, because it's in their winter at the moment, isn't it? Okay, so it's coming into their spring. Okay, all right. But yes, and and I just feel for you, it's like having something for the younger people to do is really strong showing. Yeah, you're getting the pretty smelling bath items. I said that earlier, didn't I? Because I feel like she just got this lovely, caring, beautiful, wonderful energy to her. And she was also like this. She was a bit of a hummer. She was a bit of a la 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 la. I feel like she would have done that. I don't think you remember much about her, okay? But I feel like she was like la 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 la. Oh, and also she's also going doe, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of golden sun. I can't sing, but she's just given me Sound of Music there. So that would make sense with Julie Andrews, and kind of like the children learning to do things. That's the backbone of your reading here. Is we need to help our children, remember and do things, because otherwise we're going to have all of these children, that don't have any of those essential life skills. And it's beautiful that you've picked up on a black one, 5 I thought you had. Okay, there's another orb just flown past. There's 2 orbs there. Okay, how many was that? That was like 5 orbs. Did you guys see those? That was 5 orbs that just threw past here. That's how much spirit an energy that we are drawing into this live here today, that they actually want to make themselves visibly seen here on screen. Isn't that gorgeous? That's only the second time that we've had orbs here on the screen, which is amazing. Okay, all right. But yeah, that's what's coming through in this gorgeous, beautiful reading for you here today, my darling. Okay, is that, and I don't know if that sits comfortably with you, but maybe I'm just that person that is just planting a seed. Okay. And then maybe you put a bit of water on, maybe you put something out. But does that resonate with you that this lady is like, let's help our youth, let's help those that are younger than us, and let's just kind of like give something back? And because I feel like there'll be so much, you put that, thank you. But I feel like there would be so much reward in it for you, because I feel like you can foresee what's going to happen if we don't have these little outreach things. And I also want to say, like, you could charge $5, $10, something like that, so that you're not out of pocket, so to speak. But I kind of feel like, you could even have messy play, that sort of stuff is what they're showing me. But she is lovely, and I feel like you'll also understand there's nothing like a pot roast, whatever that is. Okay. Because I can see kind of like meat in a roast dish pan. Okay. And I can also see like roast potatoes around the side that are served on like a platter, so to speak. And I feel like she used to make beautiful, gorgeous, like lovely green veg. Like I'm seeing it as Brussels sprouts. Okay. And also with like butter and stuff and things. And it just feels like her food was absolutely amazing. I really, really feel that's like, as I'm also a food medium, okay, so I get the ability to be able to taste things, and I can just, even at this time of night, okay, I can even taste the gorgeous Brussels sprouts. I've got broad beans coming through, and I just really feel that rustic back to home kind of type thing for you. And you've put, I do understand. I have to figure out further. So interesting. And like I say, whatever you do with that is up to you. But the crux of this message though was, it doesn't all have to be on you. But I feel like you've been thinking about trying to put something together. I don't know why, but again, I always say, like, if you find your way here on a live, there's a reason, there's a message that Spirit are using me as your vessel to come through tonight to be able to channel to you. All right. She's having a giggle at soup. Oh, bless you. I was feeling pink carnations, buy some pink flowers. I see them as unconditional love. Oh, that's gorgeous, Michelle's medicine. And I love how many of you here, you're all readers, you're all very intuitive. And that's what I mean. Like, collectively, what are we doing here? We're all pulling in spiritual energy. I mean, can you imagine this in like 2 months' time when we've got people here and there's already you resident, intuitive people here in this group? So I have been thinking, I have a gift. So Mariette, I'd love you to subscribe. And we meet this time every single week, by the way, my darling. So you're more than welcome to come on board with us and start spending some time with us. You'll get to know Blackbird, you'll get to know Sarah, you'll get to know Michelle's medicine. There's another lady that also comes on sometimes as well. So and I know Andrea's here as well, and she tries to come in when she can. So yeah, anyway, Marit, that's what I've got for you there, my love, because I do feel like you've just got such wonderful, genuine energy. You're a very, very, very caring person. And yeah, I feel like I've not seen the end of you, but I feel like you're going to keep us updated. And I don't know why, but I kind of feel like making a poster or something. Just put it out as a bit of interest. Is there any interest in me holding a group thing? Because sometimes we have to survey our audience first, and put that out before we actually go and do stuff. But I think that you'd get a yes, yes, yes. Oh my God, yes, we would love to do that. And then your next question, okay, is okay, who's going to help me? And then that's where you go from that. All right. That's yours, Marit. There you go, my darling. And I really hope that's helped you. So there, thank you ever so much for being here. Beautiful energy. And this lady says to you, mwah. Okay. You have another important mediumship to do before you go, Kel. Do I? Thank you. That is amazing. Black 15138. And Julie, by the way, if you ever get anything as well that you want to give, I mean, honestly, any of you in this chat tonight, if I am reading from somebody, please know you're most welcome to comment here. I know some of the mediums hate it. I don't. Okay. I always feel like if you guys are genuinely connecting with the spirit that I've got, because remember, we're all reading from the same portal. Okay. And because we're all high vibrational people here, we're all going to be reading from that same energy. So you will be receiving any of you here medium, kind of like highly intuitive, you are getting exactly the same messages as me at exactly the same time. I am just the vessel that has opened this chat up here on YouTube. But at the end of the day, you guys are seeing exactly what I am. Because Katie says that to me. Like, we usually have a chat after these lives, and Katie will say to me, I saw that exactly as you said it. Okay. So like I say, please, if ever any of you want to comment, Julie, if you want to, there was a guy, wasn't there Sunday, that was a medium as well, so I just want to make that available and say, like, if any of you do want to comment, please do. All right. Anyway, Marit, that's yours, my darling. Thank you for being here. Gorgeous, beautiful energy. Thank you for all those love hearts. I really, really appreciate it, which is just beautiful. Okay. There we go. Awesome. Amazing. It's good that there's 16 of you in here, which is really wonderful. So thank you for all of you here. you know, and it's just gorgeous. And if you are watching on the replay, just put it on the replay that you're there and just say hello. It's gorgeous to have you here. So who else do we have here who would also like something tonight? You guys have sort of seen what I've already been doing. So yeah, who else is in here that hasn't had something or feels like they need some moments and some time with me? Maybe you've got a question, or you want a bit of guidance, or you want a bit of support. I think Andrea, I think maybe you said something about inner child. That just popped to me in my head there, but I don't know. Andrea, are you still on the line, lovely? I'm going to say that on the line. Okay. That's what good old Alex Belfield used to say. Like, I used to watch him years ago. Bless him. Yeah, that was a long, long time ago when I was back in that little camp. And we have the home mug tonight. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. We have the home mug. So it says, home, nowhere I'd rather be. Don't ask me where I bought this. Okay. I think it was like a couple of bucks, a couple of dollars or something, but I like big mugs for my coffee. Okay. I don't like your average mug. This holds more than a mug of coffee. There you go. Normally. Anyway, Andrea, you are there. Beautiful. And Sarah says, ha, ha, ha. So, Andrea, let me find what it was you asked. And obviously, if anybody else is watching here, and you'd like to step forward and you'd like to ask for a message, please just let me know. And Marit, thank you so much for working with me and talking to me. And as some of you guys have seen, the more that you guys talk to me in the energy, the more that starts to build. And then these beautiful, also intuitive readers here, they pick up on stuff and they say stuff as well. Okay. So Andrea said, I love an intuitive reading about my inner child. Can you see her energy messages from her? Oh God, yeah. Now you're talking my language, girl. Now you're really talking my language. I can't see her myself, though we talk. I'd love a visual of what she has to say. Oh, beautiful. Okay, cool. So let's just tune into that. Let me just take a sip. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so when I want to okay, yeah. So when I want to tune into that energy, okay, I feel like you'd understand. Yes, you are truly connecting with you. That's the first thing that I need to say to you. Okay, is yes, you are connecting with your inner child, because I feel like you've asked yourself and you've gone, but am I? But I know that you are. Okay, so there's a couple of bits and pieces that I just want to give you that I feel like are really pertinent. They're going to really stand out. Okay, the first thing is when I tune into her, I feel like you'll understand. She does this. She puts like her little finger here, and there's like a little bit of uncertainty with her. Okay. Can I say she feels like she's about 3 or 4 years of age. She feels very vulnerable. She feels very unsure of life. Okay. I feel like you would understand, kind of like when you were younger, you were very impressionable, you were very vulnerable, and you used to believe absolutely everything. Okay. Because of course you will when you're younger. All right. But I feel like there's a little bit of her that is very naive, okay? And I feel like you'll understand that sometimes the big wide world can be very scary to your inner child. All right. So know that I see her doing that. I also feel like you'll understand like a haircut that goes straight across, but it's like it wasn't perfect when it was straight across. It just feels like it's a little bit jagged in places. And I feel like she's got very, very big eyes, your inner child. Okay. It's almost kind of like that, sort of like that looking up kind of it's just what they're showing me there with like her big eyes and I feel like she's got like a very small face. Do you know, weirdly enough, right? I see her in her school uniform. And I know that's weird though, because she would only be like 3, 4, but I feel like, is that right? She's got like a white shirt on. No, scrap the school uniform. Okay, she's got like a white shirt on. Ah, okay, cool. So this is more like the people pleaser kind of side thing that they're showing me here for you. Okay, um, but it's almost like what I'm seeing with her is this: she needs to keep herself very clean, needs to keep herself neat, and needs to keep herself tidy. And I just feel in that energy there with her, there is that uncertainty. And when you're working with your inner child, okay, what I really want to say to you, okay, is come from the inner parent. All right. So I feel like you're doing activities with her. Okay. Does coloring ring a bell, Andrea, for you? Okay. Have you been doing any adult coloring at all? Or have you like, why do I feel like that would really resonate with you? And would you also understand like wanting to do puzzles or and there's also an older lady coming through to you as well. I don't know why, but I feel like you'll understand. Um, yeah, this old lady's coming through. I can feel it because she's just playing with my eye there. Oh, thank you, love. Okay. Um, but I have, yeah, and done painting, beautiful, okay. But I also kind of I get that sense of like doing puzzles or doing kind of crosswords, and I feel like that's kind of like your grandma that is coming through here because your grandma feels like she was someone that was very articulate. She was someone that's very intelligent, but she may not have always been the best judge of character, okay. But your inner child, she does feel very vulnerable, and she loves doing activities with you. Okay, so that's one of the best things that we can actually and Julie's just said, was there any dance classes or ballet as a child that you would have done? That would kind of resonate actually, okay. But yeah, I really feel that massive sense that she loves doing activities with you, which is great, but we almost need to also remember that it's our chance to become the inner parent. But I feel like you're still working on that trust. And when you say you can't see her, try changing your language and going and saying this to her, okay? Whatever her name is, I am open to seeing you. I am open to working with you because if we believe that we can't see her, the universe must mirror back exactly what our belief. Okay. So, but I feel like she's regularly around you and she's also excited to spend some time. Thank you. I think we did 2 belly lessons, then dropped out. Oh, beautiful. Bless you. Okay. All right. But I also feel like she absolutely loves animals, specifically that of like cats. But the biggest thing that I pick up with your inner child there is that kind of that sense of vulnerability. All right. So I kind of hope that helps you a little bit, but it's gorgeous to see her. But yeah, she's got like a little tooth missing, something like that. Okay. I don't know why, but it's like one of her little teeth has fallen out. I can just see that. It's like it's gappy and gapy. Okay. Um, but she is a lovely, lovely little girl. And it's like she comes through and she says to you, "Thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for looking after me." And I love that. Thanks, Cal. That's beautiful. Okay. But I want to give you that. So you're doing a brilliant job. You're doing an amazing job. Just remember, guys, if we are working with our inner child, okay, it's really good to actually, when we do activities, we can say to our inner child, "Can you be with me?" And that actually allows your inner child to be in that experience with you. Okay. So that's yours, Andrea, just there. Just a quick one there on the inner child for you. And I kind of hope that helps in some way. All right. That's yours, my darling. There you go. All right. Thank you ever so much. Beautiful. And thank you for coming back again for another week. It's really gorgeous to have you here. And obviously you can look at this one again in the future, and I mean, that's the beautiful thing about YouTube, these lives will be seen for many, many years afterwards, so if any of you have had a reading with me in the past, and you can remember what date it is, you will be able to see back in the chat when your reading was, and you can always watch it over again. I love that. This is the only platform that does it now. They don't do it on FB anymore. And TT, you were never able to share your life back. The max TT would ever let you do was share 2 minutes 30 of any. They used to love clips, Hello, Crystal Roberts 3967. You are a new Taurus subscriber. Welcome here to this beautiful energy. I promise, my darling, you have found us. You're here for a reason. I only pop up for those people that I'm meant to, which is gorgeous. So you're more than welcome here. We have a gorgeous family here, Crystal Roberts, and we meet every single Wednesday around about this time, my love. All right. So you're most welcome to be here, which is gorgeous. Crystal Star 351, me, please, if you have some time. What is it you wanted? And if anyone is here and has been watching, by the way, and does want something and you're like, even if you've been here for a bit of time, just pop it in the chat and let me know what it is that you would love, because I do psychic mediumship, and I also do intuitive energy readings. I just don't do anything medical, and I don't do anything pregnancy related. But apart from that, I will always try and help you guys, whether it is you've lost mum, dad, brother, sister, partner, whatever. Just let me know, whoever it is that you want to come through, because it's just beautiful. And you've put thank you, appreciate you too. Are beautiful. It feels like you're on a voyage of discovery, Crystal Roberts, 3967. That feels like I'd love to read for you. It feels like you're on a huge, huge voyage. Have to go get dinner ready for us, so have to pop off. Wishing everyone a wonderful rest of your day. Oh, Blackbird 5138, thank you for being here. It is gorgeous that you've been here this evening. Thank you for your input, your energy, and sharing the beautiful person that you are with us. We really appreciate you. So I will see you next week by Blackbird 5138, and I'm sure you will see some of my my posts and stuff. So you take care, Blackbird 5138, and thank you very much for being here and supporting me, my darling. All right. Michelle's Medicine, and check out Cal's Meditations. Yes, thank you. Someone left me a really beautiful comment on the future self. I don't know if you guys have done it, but I created a future self meditation. It's the last video I posted. And it really helps you understand what's holding you back and what you possibly need to clear in order to be your future self in the future. So if any of you are into meditations, they're guided. I think it's about 22, 23 minutes, but it's on there, totally free to do. There's no ads on it. So maybe that's something that jumps out to any one of you there. And Sarah says, I would love to connect with my grandmother. I feel she has a message for me. Sarah, that would be really lovely. I really would love that opportunity. Stay here with me, darling. Okay. So we've got Crystal Roberts, or if something comes up from spirit or passed away. I think it was Mika. Was it you that left the message? Was it? I thought it was a new lady, actually. I don't know, it might have been, I'm not too sure. But it was a really gorgeous comment, really beautiful, and it really touched my soul massively. Okay. I don't mind, won't I am open to it, won't they, as your guide who wanted to come through to me for. Okay, cool. All right. So spirit or passed away. Yeah, let's go spirit, and let's see what comes through for you. So let's take a drink. Mm. I have a man that is watching me. I've got a very, very strong male energy coming in. There's no female. I've got a very strong male energy coming through. This feels like kind of like a grandfather, kind of like father type vibe. And I really feel this sense with you of kind of pushing you on your journey. Okay. I feel like you are somebody that is spiritual. Okay. But I really get this like spick spock, let's get on, let's get moving, let's get things sorted. Do you, Crystal 5351, do you feel like time is running out in any way, shape, or form? Because he's coming through with this kind of push energy of like, get your skates on and get yourself moving. Like, I feel like that there's so many people that you can help. There's so many, whether or not you run a group or something, I don't know. Do you have like your own community, or do you run your own group? And why do I want to say light language or something? Does that resonate with you at all? Because it just feels like you should be doing more, you should be helping more people or being with people and being of service. But this man is coming through, and he's like he just wants to push you on, he just wants to move you on in your journey, so to speak. And he's coming through, and it's like he's got like very sort of like watching eyes, and he had like a very strong face. But it also feels like this man coming through to you, it really feels like he was somebody that probably didn't smile a lot, but he was very intelligent, and he watched a lot, and he saw what was going on. And I do feel like this man to you was a man of very little words. Okay. Just know I'm seeing that so strongly for you. Okay. And I feel like you would understand something about always being able to pay attention to the room. And he was very, very good when it would have come to his finances. He was really good when it would have come to his money, and making sure that he knew what was going when, what was going there. And you've put, I have been sick in myself at the moment, as moved to somewhere now, but have not been sleeping. Oh, bless you. Okay. See, he would come through and he would say, no time like the present, so to speak. But you're needing that though, aren't you? Because you're needing to rest, so to speak. There's also, okay. There's also something. Darling, are you able to remember your dreams at all? I feel like your dreams are your subconscious. I feel like your dreams are your subconscious gateway. I've just parked him to one side a minute, okay, all right, because I'm going to try and help you with what it is that you've written there, okay. But he's coming through in a real push energy to you. He's really trying to push you on, kind of like motivate you and move you. That's kind of like sort of like his energy that's coming through just there, okay? But you've said you've been sick in yourself at the moment, and as you've moved to somewhere now, but you have not been sleeping. That feels like there's a protective part of you that's doing that. Do you know anything about parts work at all, my darling? Have you done anything with that in terms of like, this does really strongly feel like there's a protective part of you. It kind of feels like there's a part of you that like is like a little bit on alert, so to speak. Have you been doing any work at all, like with your past? Have you been doing any kind of like healing or stuff, or anything like that? Because I'm kind of picking up that in the energy. Like it feels connected to something to do with your past. Does that resonate with you? This guy, like, I'm just step back a sec. Like, I don't know if anyone else can feel this guy around me, but he's kind of like just wanting to move you on and sort things out for you. He I don't know if you know who he is, by the way, but he really feels like he was somebody who wouldn't dilly dally, and he wouldn't, he would just keep going. Okay, and you've just put exactly the same thing. There's a reason you put that twice, though, isn't there? There's something from your past that needs to be dealt with. Does it resonate to you something about like 26 or 28-year-old you or something like that? Why am I drawn to that time for you? Darling, have you been seeing like the same year regularly, repetition? Are you drawn to a specific time? Because I'm kind of feeling that for you. And I want to say, like, have you been drawn to any memories or anything about that? Hence, I'm on about like your dreams and stuff because it feels like whether or not you remember your dreams, but it feels like you're being shown things like you're trying, like spirit are trying to support you, spirit are trying to help you, so to speak. I'm really picking that up in the energy. And I don't know what it means by 26 stroke 28-year-old you, but it just feels like there may have been something very pertinent, kind of like around that kind of time coming up for you just there, just in that energy. Interesting. But you're resting because you need to rest, which is great. But then there's something deeper. They're asking you to go deeper, but not but to know that whatever is coming up right now, it's coming up for a reason, but it is okay to let that, not that I know of. Can you sit with that for me? Okay? Because it's like, Blackbird 5138 who was on here, okay? I said to her last week, I could really feel 34-year-old her coming through. And then she messaged me, I think it was Friday, and she said, oh my God, 34-year-old me has made herself present. Okay. So I don't know. They're saying to me 26 to kind of like 28-year-old you, there's something there. Okay. And if Katie's still on, she will say to you, that sometimes, we get sent photos, we get sent images, or we see years. So, what I would love you to do, Crystal Roberts, no worries at all, my darling, okay? But what I would really love you to do is to start to take note of specific years, okay? You had a lot of operations growing up, and I was bullied a lot, and my brother died in at 23. Okay, yeah, so there is some stuff there. Because I feel like with this guy coming forward, he wants you to get on with it. Like he wants you to do that healing. He's giving you the push, he's giving you the shove because he really wants to help you through that. Okay. But one of the things that I teach in parts work in my Parent Yourself community, okay, is I always teach about coming from a place of curiosity. Okay. So come from a place of curiosity and go, okay, what is it that I need to have a look at? Okay. Because there's a reason that you're not sleeping. There's a reason that you're not feeling very well. Okay. And that it does feel like it's coincides or it kind of like relates to trauma. And you've put, I am left out a lot or pushed to do aside a lot by people unless it's got to do with me. And that's not a lot of people come and see me, but I always go and see them. Bless you. Yeah. I can also really strongly feel here like your inner child coming through, and it feels like there's kind of like that people pleaser element that is also there, and it does feel like there's that whole you do a lot of things for other people, but is anybody there in return? Of course, that would obviously mean that that's the people pleaser coming through to you. So I kind of feel like I have shown up for you because I do inner child work as well as intuitive mediumship and that kind of stuff. But I also understand parts work, and I get how, because you see with your brother passing away, like when you were 23, there will be a part of you possibly still sat back there. I don't know if that resonates with you at all, but once you understand parts work, like the world opens up and you begin to understand your inner teen. You get that you've got an inner child. You can understand that if your mum died when you were 31, for example, there could be a part of you stuck back there. But that's what I'm picking up for you. So I'd love to invite you on a journey where you start to become curious about what is coming up. If you need some help and support, there is my Reparent Yourself community. If you go onto my YouTube, you'll see, and it's very cheap to join at the moment, to be honest with you. Okay, but I have got loads of tools in there. I've got my inner child toolkit, and I've got a parts work toolkit as well. And I'd absolutely love any of you here who would love to learn more about parts. I just finished it today, actually. And Katie, she was the first one I told. I was like, Katie, it's done. The Reparing Yourself community is done. It is there. Everything anybody needs in order to do reparenting work or parts work is there. And then you guys get to meet with me twice a month as well in a proper Q&A type thing. So that's what I've got there for you, Crystal. So I want you to go on a journey of discovery and get curious, okay? And what I would recommend, okay, is like getting a journal, all right, and using a blue pen. And really starting to ask yourself some questions. So, what part of me is stepping forward? What does this part of me need me to know? And then I would also possibly say, do that meet a part of me now meditation that I've got on YouTube. So I've already spoken about the future self one, but the one that I did, I think about 3 weeks ago, there's one on my page, which is called Meet a Part of You Now. Why don't you try doing that and see which part of you, no, he died in 2023. Oh, okay, cool. All right. But why don't you see if that meditation there that I've made, if that helps you, because that will show you which part of you needs you to actually, work with you next. All right. So, and it's even possible. I mean, I had a part of me that was formed only a couple of years ago when I had an altercation with somebody, and I didn't realize that, but I had to go back and I had to work with 44-year-old me and really, do some work with 44-year-old me because of something that happened with me and a person. It was really quite traumatic. Okay. So that's what I want to say for you there, darling Crystal. Okay. So like I say, you found me for a reason. Hopefully you subscribed. Have a look at some of my inner child videos as well. There's loads there that I've made that are totally free. And maybe that'll give you some clues and some help and kind of like support and stuff as well around healing. But that's what I've got for you, my darling. I really hope that helps. And that's yours. There you go. All right. There you are, sweet. Thank you ever so much. Bless you. Awesome. And Katie here said, I'm very excited for the I just gotta wait for that to go. I'm very excited for the community. Parts work has helped me so much. Yes, definitely. I've taught Katie parts work. And we have loads of chats now, Katie, don't we? And do you know the best bit is when you get into parts work, you start to see parts in everybody. That's how I knew that with Sarah. I was just like, I could feel that was her inner teen coming through. So it's beautiful. Anyway, that's yours there, my darling, which is amazing. So Sarah, you asked, I think, for your grandmother, didn't you, to come through? So let's do a quick one for you. And I think someone else has come back on, Crystal. And Crystal, if you wanted to stay online, that would be really beautiful. Let me just do a quick one here for Sarah, because she's a beautiful, gorgeous lady. Let's see. What is blocking you to connect with spirits yourself? You've got a lovely. Oh, hello, Julie. You're still there. Sorry, my darling. I didn't know that you were still in the chat. Thank you for still being here, gorgeous girl. I'll see if I've got some time. I'm not too sure if I have, my love, but if I don't get to any of you tonight, please accept my apologies and come and see me next week. All right. I've only got they only ever let me go 90 minutes. Okay, so they don't ever let me go any longer than that. All right. But Sarah, what do I have for you? Yes, I've got a really lovely older lady coming through for you. I feel like you'll understand. Stickers on jars and counting coins. And I feel like you'll understand, like there used to be like a coin jar, or there used to be a piggy bank, and you used to love to undo the piggy bank and then tip the coins out. And did you used to put a little bit of paper as to how much was in there? I don't know whether it was like 367 or whatever, but that was one of your things that you absolutely used to love to do. And I feel like as a child, you were always very resourceful. Okay. Um, I really want to say to you, Sarah, this really sits with me. Okay. But I feel like you have always had a very inquisitive brain. You've always been very insightful. Okay. And I feel like, when you were saying like, is something blocking me? I want to say the words that come to me is don't be afraid. Okay. Because I sense that when you say is anything blocking you, what I really want you to, oh, hello, soul stewardess. You've got gorgeous, gorgeous energy. Wow, you've just walked into my room. Hello, beautiful soul. You are gorgeous. Wow, I feel butterflies and dragonflies with you, soul stewardess. Butterflies, dragonflies, and you bring a young lad with you. You bring a teenager with you. You lost somebody teenage years. You've got a gorgeous guy with you. Oh, I'm so glad you found me, my darling. I don't know if I'll have time for you, but thank you for dropping in. You've got someone very connected with you. Anyway, Sarah, yes. So I feel like just going back to your reading here, okay? Don't be afraid of opening yourself up to spirit, and know that you can always close yourself off. Okay. So, for example, when I finish these readings tonight, okay, I always close my crown chakra. So any of you, okay. So what I do before I do these sessions, okay, is I always visualize my crown chakra as like a lotus flower, okay, and I always visualize that it's always opening up, and I'm allowing the stream of consciousness to come through. Okay. But then when I have finished these sessions, okay, I always do like a little closing prayer, and I'm always like, thank you, Spirit, for always working with me tonight. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your support. And I always say this, and I'm going to say this to you, Sarah, okay? I'd love for any remaining souls around me this evening. I'm not going to say it word for word because they'll disappear in a minute, okay? All right. But I would love you to just now leave me to it, and I envision my lotus flower, and I envision like the light that has been coming through me, because my crown chakra is wide open at the moment, okay, and I always envision that it's just slowing down, and I kind of envision, I'm going to give this to you, Sarah, like it's like a plug, okay, and what I do is I envision it like kind of whirling and whirling and whirling, and then it gets slower, and then what I always do is I go, well, I haven't, I only just started doing it, I go and shove my hands in cold water for about 5 minutes, and I go and splash cold water on my face, and I usually go and sit outside. I usually ground myself and discharge. Okay, and that allows the closing of the energy. I don't know if that helps you at all, Sarah, but this lovely lady is saying to you, like, you've got nothing to be afraid of. But it's about learning to control the channel. It's about learning to control the energy. So what I could say to you is, why don't you sit with I'm going to say like, yes, I have fears around it. Exactly. So spirit will only come to you when you're very comfortable about working with them. Okay. So what I want to say to you, Sarah, is, have you tried automatic writing? Okay. That's one of the best places to start. And that's where, for example, automatic writing for me, I usually light a candle. Okay. And I will use a pen, and I will just put my pen on there, and I will always say, whichever spirit is around me, what is it you would like me to channel? What is it you would like me to say? Now, Katie's done automatic writing as well. I know she has. And I'm pretty sure probably Julie Alchemy, I'm sure probably you've done automatic writing. Okay. But I want to say that's one of the best places to start if you guys are looking to open yourself up to mediumship. Okay. Because it's lovely, because you feel like you're guided by something. But then what is it? That's interesting on how to call spirits, and I might have a go. Oh, hey, Kate, right, you came back. Hello, girl. I didn't know you was in the chat. See, I don't ever know who's watching. Okay. Yes, it comes easy to me. I can also enter people's subconscious field, clairvoyancy. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So that's what I want to give you there. That's what's coming through for you. But you've got the lovely grandmother energy, and she's just like, well, you could try with me, darling. I'll work with you, okay. But yeah, no, she's just given me that vibe of you being you've always been really curious. And as a little girl, Sarah, you always used to say, but why? Why? But why? And Yeah, you've always been very resourceful, and you've always been that person that has been able to pick things up really, really quickly. You have such a lovely feel to you. Yeah, and starting a book club or something, they're showing me. Do you need to start a book club? Something like that. I don't know why I want to give that to you, but that's also just coming through for me there for you there. So that's yours, Sarah. I kind of hope that helps you. And also, but mediumship is so different. And yes, I did. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Um, yeah. So yeah, it is different. It's like so like for me, my channel is like this open, okay? But it's like if I work with people in inner child, okay, the energy comes down my left hand side. This is my left, okay. But if I'm working with people, childhood, yeah, so inner child is on the left. But if I am, is that right? No, inner child is on the right. Sorry, apologies. Okay, inner child work always the energy comes always down the right because it's physical. It's about the past. And if I'm doing any clairvoyant energy or any psychic mediumship, the energy comes through on the left for me. Okay. So whenever anyone books me for a session, they'll either book an intuitive session or they'll book a loved one reading. And then I know what they've booked as to how I'm preparing myself because before I do any sessions of anybody, I always make sure that, my energy is good, it is clear, etc. And that's why I've got two different services, either intuitive or you can book a loved one session. Anyway, that's yours, Sarah. And I kind of hope that helps you a little bit. And it's lovely just to pop and just give you a little tiny reading there for you. All right, that's yours, my darling. Thank you. Beautiful. Awesome. Um, and then we've got who else is there? You will have that in mind. Beautiful. Okay. And we had who got kicked off? Crystal Roberts 3967. I apologize, my phone just completely went dead on me and kicked me off, and I'm on here again. So Crystal, are you still there, my darling? And what is it you wanted? Because I don't think you said, so let me know. Because I'd love to. You'll be back every week. Yes, beautiful, Kate. It must be. You also commented, didn't you, on my video, I do believe, and you thanked me for the reading. So I'm really glad you found me, and hopefully you got a notification that I was live. I do believe YouTube are sending out notifications to subscribers to let people know that I'm live, which is really good. Michelle says cards work for me, and usually at night when they stop me sleeping. Yeah. They woke me up at 3 o'clock this morning, and I was like, seriously, spirit. Seriously, like, no, 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 no. But I was awake for ages. Faith over fear, Sarah. Oh, bless you, Michelle. And it just takes practice. Genuinely, I said to Katie, I've closed my gift down so many times, like I have honestly. Like I quit mediumship again in January this year, not because I didn't love it, but I knew that I had to build courses, I had to build a foundation for my business. But yeah, I've quit mediumship. I mean, I've been spiritually open ever since I was a child, but I ran from it massively. I shut myself down when I was 14. So yeah, and then people keep opening me back up, and I've done trance mediumship. I've done all kinds of stuff really. So there's a reason. Yes, thank you, Michelle. My life's journey in a nutshell. Totally. Okay, awesome, cool. So are you there? What was her name? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Last call for you, Crystal Roberts 3967. Are you on or are you not? Because I've got a little. I'd love to read for you, and I've got about 5 minutes left. So let me know if you're in the chat. If you're not, we'll pick somebody else. So it's all good. But are you there? Because there wasn't anybody else I think that really stood out to me. I bet she's gone. No, you just put a little thumb ages a little while ago. I bet you're sitting there waiting to press enter, aren't you? Okay. Just 30 minutes, is 30 seconds okay for most of you, by the way? That was like the guidelines that kind of like YouTube give you on doing a live stream, is to always set kind of like 30 seconds between the allowance of messages. It just makes things a little bit kind of clearer and a little bit easier. And like I say, it does stop people from spamming. If someone came on, they could literally, if it wasn't set there, it's okay. Yes, beautiful, brilliant, amazing. I guess she's gone then. She's not here. Oh well, that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? Yeah, I guess she's not there. Okay. 30 seconds works. Perfect. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Well, Crystal's not here, so she's not meant to be, which is okay. So I tell you what, I will call that a day. Okay. Because I can feel like kind of like, that's my time and I'm near my 1 hour 30. So I'm going to say thank you ever so much. It has been really, really beautiful to be here this evening. The energy has been gorgeous. There's been loads of orbs. We're all getting on so well. It is so beautiful. beautiful. It is so brilliant. And it is an absolute honor. Sorry I didn't get to you, Julie and Spiritual Alchemy Energy. Do join me next week, okay? And if any of you are watching on the replay, please make sure you subscribe to me, and then you get a chance to see me. But just thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you do know anybody that you think would absolutely love a reading with me, please make sure that you share me, and you even just pop some on my page or something, because the whole point of me doing this is I can help people, and this is what I love. I absolutely love this. So thank you so much for your time today. It has been gorgeous, and I will catch you beautiful souls. Should we do this same time again next week? How about that? All right. Have a really beautiful week. Enjoy yourself. Love, love, love. Sorry, Crystal, I didn't get a chance to you, darling. But absolutely love, love, love. Come and see me next week, and I'll see what's there for you. All right. You guys take care. Have a great week. Keep smiling, and remember, spirit are always around you. They're always supporting you, and they're always helping you. Your job is to always literally surrender, give in, and just follow the light. And Michelle just says, thank you for your hospitality. Everyone loves Kel's Wednesday words of wisdom. Beautiful. Okay, they're not from me, but they're just from somewhere. Anyway, you guys take care. Mwah! Sending you so much love, and thank you for being here. You guys take care. All right. Bye.